All right, everybody, I'm out here in the garage this afternoon, and well, I tell you what, the weather has really turned out really nice. It's staying in the upper 50s to the mid 60s, sunshine, just beautiful fall weather. And I'm trying to take advantage of it. Got the back door over here open right now. Just enjoying all this nice weather. I got my 50 Chevy pickup, got it completed. But before we get into that, I thought I'd show y'all something. My wife and I were back up at the antique store again. They have an online auction. My wife buys something every now and then, bids on stuff, and went up there to pick it up. And I've been getting some license plates, some old license plates up there. And I've got one up here on the wall. I actually found it up at this antique store, and it's ended up being one of the oldest plates I've got. It's an Ohio plate from back in 1930. And I really like that. So when we went up there to pick up some of my wife's stuff, I got to look around for some plates, and I found some more. So I'm gonna show them to you because these are gonna go on the wall. Let me say this first. Prior to 1956, there was really no standard on the size of a plate, and I think it was dictated by the size of your county, how many vehicles were in the county. So the more vehicles, the longer the number got, so the longer the plate got. But in 56 they standardized that. Everybody had a 6x12 plate. But here's my first one. It's a Illinois plate, 1952. Boy, isn't that pretty cool looking? And this is a smaller plate, but I just like that. It's in pretty good shape too, so that's going to be a nice addition going on the wall. Let me show y'all another one here. Now this one here is a little crusty looking. It's a Missouri plate, 1939. Now this one has been through the ringer, let's say, okay. But I kind of like that old rusty look, the old patina look. That looks pretty cool. So I like that one. That's going on the wall too. And then I got this one here, and this is pretty cool. This is another Missouri plate. It's a 1933. Isn't that cool? This one here, I just really like the looks of this one. That's really cool. It's in really nice shape. Very cool plates. All right, and I got those $10 a piece. She didn't cut me a deal on the plates this time. Last time I was there, they had $10 a piece on them. She let me have them for $6. But anyway, I didn't even ask. But that's a good price in my eyes. She had these some of these license plates bent up into like a box. I don't know what somebody was doing with them, but they were all riveted together. And she told me if I wanted them, I could have them. So I took them. And they're not old plates, but I'm probably not going to put these on the wall. I think what I'll do with these is I'll make birdhouses for out back for the birds, and I may use these old plates for top of the birdhouse. Make good plates for that. Here's an Indiana plate, 84. I think that other one was an 86. But these are just some of the plates that she gave me for free. Just if I wanted them, take them. So I took them. That's another 80. That's an 86. That's a lot of short numbers on that one. And here's a 90. Anyway, there's a lot of plates here. I think there's about 8 or 10 altogether, but just want to show you all some of the plates I got because I like collecting these license plates. I don't really go out of my way looking for them, but when I see them around, I'll pick them up, and I've got them all over the walls up here. I got probably 20 or better up on the wall up here, but I want to show you all that before I turn you around to show you my 50 Chevy pickup. So let me get you all turned around here, and we're gonna take a run through that. Hang on. All right, everybody, I'm over here at the workbench, and this is the AMT 1950 Chevy pickup. Well, I'll tell you, I worked pretty good on this one, and I guess like all kits, I ran into some issues with the paint and the assembly on this thing, and I think I say that about every kit when I get them done, and I think it's just normal for me. So I'm kind of learned to expect that out of every one of these models now. But this is my rendition of the AMT 50 Chevy pickup, and I hope you really enjoy this one because I really dig it. Let's take a look here. All right, I'll get these paint bottles out the way. Here she is. Now I'm just digging that color. That's the FX21 Sky. This is a military color, so it goes on flat until you hit that clear on it there, and then it shines right up. And this is the X10 gunmetal. Daggone it, this is the one I had so much trouble with. I painted the, let me show you here. I painted the cab initially, and boy, it just came out really nice. And then I was waiting for the swamp cooler that's over here, I'll show you in a little bit, to come in. So I could paint it, and I was still in the process of getting the sun visor worked out. I had another one that I found in my parts box, and a fella sent me one, and I ended up going with the stock one, but I didn't use the brackets that came in the kit because, man, they were just too big. I just didn't care for them. I tried to modify them, but I couldn't do it any justice, so I found these. Believe it or not, these are actually hood hinges that I cut down and modified, and I think they worked out pretty good. I like how they worked out. Now, this thing is lowered down. I used the Iceman's, they call it a lowering slammed setup. They give you a dropped front axle, excuse me, and some lowering blocks for the back. And boy, I tell you, it just set the tone for this truck. I'm just really digging how it came out. And that's that swamp cooler I got from the Iceman. It looks pretty cool. I'm really digging that. These are the half round strips that I added to the front and rear fenders on both sides, and then I covered them with bare metal foil, and I think they came out pretty sharp looking. I like them. The wheels and tires come from Jay's Wheels and Tires, 1948, fell off of eBay. I just always get my stuff from him, but he's got some killer stuff. And these are actually the dog dish hubcaps that come in the kit. I initially tried to hit the center of those wheels with the Molotov pen, and I didn't care for the way it turned out, so I got the dog dish hubcaps out and sanded those down because they were actually sticking out too far this way, so I sanded them down pretty good, and I think they turned out pretty good. I like them. I've got tags on the front and the back. I'll show you here, and if you all noticed, you're bound to notice by now, there is no badging on this truck whatsoever. There's no badges at all. I wanted to keep this thing nice and clean, smooth all the way around. And I think she works out good. I like it. Those are the eyelids. You can see here. Those are the eyelids I bought at the model car show. I found them because I wanted to put these on there. They come out pretty cool. I did hit the lights up here, the turn signals, with the yellow turn signal color. I think it's a turn signal color. It's that amber yellow, I think they call it. Testers. Bare metal foiled the door handle. That decal on the back, I didn't really peel the backing off and put that on as a decal. I just cut it out and laid it in there. It's a two-piece, and laid it in there and glued it in with white glue. I think that came out of the Foose 56 pickup, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's where it come from, but it turned out really nice. All right, let's take a look in the business in here. Okay. Now I added the 3 carbs. This is the stock engine that comes in the kit, but I added the 3 carbs. I added the master cylinder and plumbed it. I've got fuel lines on the carburetors. I ran the heater hoses over there, and I ran the coil. The coil is supposed to go on the block over here, but I thought it would look better on the firewall, so that's where I put it. And got the heater hoses. I got the engine wired, painted the spark plugs white, and then put the yellow spark plug boots, and ran black plug wires. I think it turned out pretty good. I like it. That old swamp cooler just really looks pretty cool on her, I think. I like it. Now let me show you all something. I got a boo-boo here. One night before I went in, I think it's when I was gluing the body to the chassis. It was a little springy, so I popped it upside down, and I actually set it on this, and that's real nice and soft. And I set it on that overnight and put a weight on it, and then the next morning come out, when I turned it over, I got this mark up here. Check it out. See that mark right there? So that's a boo-boo, and that I can't get it off. I think it actually took paint off, but that's a little boo-boo I got right there. But I just think this color combo turned out really sharp. Love the wheels and tires. They're really, especially those wheels being in body color, just makes it look pretty sharp. That hood fits sweet on there. Just love how it fits. Well, I hope y'all like this one. I think it turned out sharp. It's gonna go on display right there in the middle, right in front of my Nomad and my 34 drag car. That's where she's going, right there, because I think it'll look really sharp up there. I just dig the way this thing turned out. We'll do one more spin around here. I'll show you. I did put bare metal foil on the windshield wipers. We'll give one more spin around here before we give it up, fellas. All right, I think that's going to do her, and I hope you guys like how this one turned out, because I'm digging the shit out of it. All right, I'm done.